All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Doing something a little different today. We are here at Kelly's Bake Shop. So my wife keeps bringing me stuff home from here because it's vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, super easy on my stomach. You know, with all my sensitivities, it's really hard to find a place that is easy on my stomach but also tastes incredible. And every time she gets something from here, like, I can't stop talking about it. So I'll show you guys a few things that I really like. Enamel bar. We got cupcakes in here. Oh no, fell over. Yeah, we got 3 cupcakes. And we got cookie sandwich. This thing was incredible last time she brought it home for me. So she spoiled me on my birthday and I wanted to try the snickerdoodle one. So this is gonna be my pre-workout meal. Not a typical meal I have, but we are starting a bit of a mini cut on Monday, so I just want to try and enjoy some of these foods. Even though I'm not going to be obviously super strict with regards to, I'm still getting a cheat meal like once a week, so I can still eat this stuff once a week. But I just really wanted to come here today just to show you guys the kind of foods that I like to have. So just to expand on, you know, when I got diagnosed with IBS, this was back in, oh God, when I was probably 18 or 19. It's foods that I was typically eating, all of a sudden were like bothering me all the time. I was running to the washroom all the time. I could not figure out what to do. And I ended up getting colonoscopy done and all the tests to see what was out with my stomach. And the results were that I had IBS. And all the doctor told me was, here's this fiber supplement and here's a probiotic. So it's pretty much like putting a Band-Aid on a wound. It's not gonna fix the problem. And I learned that really quick. And that's kind of why I got into, one of the reasons I really got into bodybuilding is trying to figure out my gut health, because I wasn't getting enough help and it was very frustrating. So, and back then, like, this is what, 15 years ago that I got diagnosed. Well, that really brings my age out. 35 now, oh God. It was super frustrating trying to figure out what I could eat. And at the time, there wasn't many options around. Like, you could not go into a grocery store and see gluten-free. You couldn't see lactose-free. So the options were so limited. And I became like super frustrated, which is why I went to strict dieting. And at the time when I went out to have cheat meals, I would just kind of almost suffer through it, which is not ideal, because when you have a cheat meal or something off plan, you want it to still sit and digest properly. There's got to be a benefit to it. Whereas I'd have a cheat meal before and I'd be like in more discomfort, I would have no appetite, I'd be more inflamed, I'd be more irritated. So when I got into bodybuilding, the way I managed it was actually just going on a diet plan, being very strict, and all those issues I was having were pretty much gone. However, there are certain foods like cruciferous vegetables, high FODMAP foods that I had to stay away from. So just because I was eating a healthy diet doesn't mean I wouldn't have those IBS issues. However, IBS is related to stress as well, but we'll leave that out of it right now. We're just gonna talk about more about the food-wise. It took me some time, it took me years actually to really figure out what foods I could eat, because I kept going back to eating foods I couldn't eat. For example, because I lived with obviously at the time I lived with my parents, so they would make me dinner and I would just suffer through it. And they'd be like, what's wrong with you? They were almost frustrated, like, you know, why do you have these stomach issues all of a sudden? But then my other brother started having stomach issues. And then my other 2 brothers, they can literally eat anything, which is wild, and I'm jealous. But yeah, so the 2 of us that are like the most health conscious and most strict eaters were my brother Leyland and myself, and we're the ones with all these stomach issues. Or Kaylin and my brother Seanan, they can literally eat whatever they want, and they still do, and they still don't have many issues. So jealous in a way, but also a blessing in disguise, because even though I'm super strict, I do enjoy a lot of the foods I have. It's just, and even when I'm done bodybuilding, I'm still gonna eat this way, just far less quantities, obviously a much smaller amount of food. It's nice that I can finally find somewhere, or the odd place, or find somewhere that I really enjoy eating, because this food is incredible and it just sits easy on my stomach. So it's nice to have somewhere. And I think my wife was more excited that she found this place, because she can never go out and enjoy these foods because she feels bad eating them in front of me, even though I don't care. Like, she'll eat cake in front of me, it doesn't bug me. She'll eat pizza, it really doesn't bug me. I'm good with just a steak and a baked potato. I'm pretty simple. It's a lifestyle. Things can be way worse than having IBS. You know, being lactose intolerant is not the end of the world. It just means I gotta be, you know, a little more strict, and I'm eating healthy foods with the way our bodies are supposed to eat. We're not supposed to be eating all these preservatives, all these seed oils, all this, you know, crap food, all this fast food. However, it's okay to enjoy that once in a while, but that shouldn't be normalized, that to be eating, you know, fast food, junk food, and all that crap every single day. Just because we call it dieting food, It's healthy food. That's what we're supposed to put in our bodies. And it's not just that you feel better, your day's better, your mood's better. You know, like what they, like I always explain to people, if you have your gut is like your second brain. So a happy gut, you're gonna be better mood, you're gonna sleep better, you're gonna perform better in the gym. Life in general is just overall better. So this has been sitting a little bit. I feel like I'm eager to try this first. I haven't tried this one yet. I've tried this one. This one is so damn good. I would say, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. That's a crazy rating, but like, that is so good. I don't know which one I like more. Like a 9, just because this used to be a 10. Until I tried this snickerdoodle one, this is my number 1. Okay, so this is one of my favorite desserts, but I never get to have it because they don't have it in lactose free. It's a little melted, but that's actually insane. Holy shit. I don't know how to rate these. They're so good. I gotta give that a 9 too. This is still my favorite. So like I was talking about, other doctors kind of wanted to just give me, not even medication, they said, be more cautious with what you eat, take a fiber supplement and take a probiotic. I was so hopeful that that was like all I needed to do, and it was the complete opposite. It did absolutely nothing. So I actually don't take any medication for my IBS. It's more or less just picking the foods that sit easy. It's almost like trial and error, because IBS is different person to person. For example, like some people can't eat potato, I can eat potato. Some of my clients that have IBS can't eat, you know, certain vegetables or certain meats like salmon. So it's really different person to person, and it just comes out to trial and error. And if I'm the one coaching them, I usually have a pretty good idea of where to start and what to eliminate when they are still having those flare-ups. All right, this is a brookie. You know what? I'm not a fan of brownies, but that's really good. The wife loves brownies. That is good. I'll give that one an 8 out of 10. This is the strawberry shortcake. Oh, that's better than I thought. I'm gonna give that one 8.5. All right, to help wash this down, chocolate mint mutant isosurge. It's my wife's favorite. It's my favorite too. Besides that and the chocolate peanut butter, but I really like the chocolate mint. Something that always frustrated me is when you have your limitations with food and people kind of like almost get frustrated with you that you can't eat those foods. So I don't like being uncomfortable with after eating a meal. Like I don't like that feeling where I have to run to the washroom. So don't hesitate to tell people that, you know, I can't eat those foods. Even when you go out for family or friends, try and choose a place that has something like a steak baked potato or a chicken and salad with a dressing on the side. You just gotta be a little more picky with your choices of food. It's not worth suffering through, because this can honestly ruin your entire day. Like for example, if I ate something that really irritated my stomach and now I gotta go to the gym, it's not a comfortable feeling, and I don't understand why people are scared to talk about it. You know, it's really not a big deal. Like a lot of us have stomach sensitivities, but you know, I've talked to a few clients where they actually won't eat all day because they feel so uncomfortable and not sure what they can eat. And then they'll kind of eat whatever at night, run to the washroom that night, clear it out of their system, and then start their day all over again. So they'll start pretty much that fast for most of the day and then suffer again at night. It is a terrible cycle, and it's something that can actually lead to more stomach issues. Something like Crohn's it can lead to, more serious IBS issues, because if you're constantly irritating that gut, eventually it's gonna break. And it's gonna come to a point where you're gonna be extremely limited now in what you can eat. So it's almost worth just, you know, starting now, taking care of the issues now, and don't feel like the word dieting is such a big deal. It's more like a lifestyle. And also guys, you don't have to feel left out. For example, if friends invite you to go out and, you know, have dinner, have lunch, just ask where you're going, look up the menu, just so you have an idea so you don't feel uncomfortable going. For example, if there's a certain place I have friends and family want to go to, I'll look it up and be like, okay, I can get a steak potato, or I can get chicken with a salad on the side, or I can get rice. You kind of just got to choose more simpler options, or even a burger. Also, a burger with no cheese, and sometimes they even have vegan cheese or lactose-free cheese. And even a gluten-free bun is now optional at pretty much most restaurants. So it's pretty easy. Don't have to get frustrated. You just got to be a little more prepared. Just stop thinking that people are judging you because you have sensitivities. It's not a big deal. All right guys, so that's my experience with IBS. I'm gonna keep enjoying my favorite of all these, the snickerdoodle. I can't get enough of this. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.